Hello everybody, this is teacher Guilherme Randley here one more time and welcome to Easycast. Galerinha, lembrando que o Easycast é um dos nossos formatos aqui no canal Easy English, que é uma forma só em áudio que a gente faz para que todo mundo consiga praticar todas as habilidades e competências do inglês, né? A gente sabe que dentre algumas coisas o listening é extremamente importante e uma das melhores formas de praticar o listening eu costumo dizer para os meus alunos que é sempre ouvindo. Então, com esse podcast, com essa ideia que eu tenho, eu falo um pouco de inglês aqui pra vocês, pra garantir que vocês tenham um pouco mais de contato com esse idioma, ok? Sem mais delongas, vamos lá. Não esquece de compartilhar também, de se inscrever. Alright folks, so we are going to start this podcast today talking about one of my favorite subjects. I really like to talk about friendship, and I remember that a moment that I was teaching, I had one of those books. The name of the lesson was The Best Things in Life Are Free, and that's really interesting because I took this topic as something real in my life, and I took this definition as something that I wanted to live. So friends, when we say that the best things in life are free, what we want to say is that money is important. Of course we know that money is really important, but we should care about the other things, the ones that for sure we are not going to spend money for having it. One of the biggest examples, and when we are talking about those free things that we can have in life, I'm talking about pets. Of course we have a lot of different ways and manners to find a pet. We can have like pet shop and you can just buy a pet. You can have a dog or cat, maybe hamsters, and all those pets like a fish, for example. There are some people that consider fish as a pet, but if you just realize you don't have to spend any money for having it, because we know that if you just want to go to an adoption fair, you are going to have a dog for free. And when we say you are going to have a dog, what I really want to say is that you are gonna find a friend, and you can really find the best friend in a pet. I remember when I first got my dog, Max. I've got a Shih Tzu. It's a very cute and messy one, but I really love my dog. I remember the first time I was with him, it was something really amazing to see that I could just put all my love and all my passion in a small bin. I really consider and I really appreciate my buddy because he's always with me and he helps me with everything I need. So I know that having a dog is something really good. So you can just see that this is one of the best things in life and it's completely free. Of course, if you want to invest a lot of money, you are going to spend like from 100 reais to 1,000 reais if you want. I know that there are some dogs that people have the court to charge you in more than 5,000 reais, but I really don't think it's something good, and I really don't think it's necessary like spending a lot of money to have a friend. Like your best friend, the human one, you didn't have to spend any money for having it, so why would you just take money to find a friend? You know what I mean? What I just want to say is that you don't have to invest to find a good buddy. You just have to open your heart and see that they're gonna be there. Especially here in Brazil, we have a lot of homeless dogs everywhere. So if you look on the street, you are going to see that they are there. The dogs are walking on the street, the cats are walking on the street, and most of the time they are just there wagging a tail, so you can just pick them up and take to your house, feed, give a shower, and then you're gonna have a friend forever for really like nothing, like zero investment. Another thing that you can consider completely free and it's really good is doing sports. I remember that when I was a little kid, I didn't have time for practicing sports, but I used to play a lot with my friends. But now I just see that most of the things that I like to do is going out on a walk or maybe running. Sometimes I like to go cycling too, and it's really good for my mind, it's really good for my health, and I know that I'm getting extra days in my life every day that I walk and then I practice sport. So I really recommend practicing any kind of sports. You can play soccer on the street, you can ride a bike, you can run, walk, play volleyball with your friends. And I'm not gonna say that it's completely free because you need to buy the equipment, but as soon as somebody buys the ball, you are not gonna need to buy another one. So it's something really good. And if you just group up with your friends, if you have to invest, you're going to invest like the last possible, and you're gonna have like a great time. Another thing in life that is totally free is having a good talk. I know that every time that you are on the street, or when you are waiting for the bus, or when you take a, train, or when you are going anywhere, you are gonna find people. And having talks is something really good because you can be in touch with different people, you can be in touch with different realities and different possibilities. So in a case, I think that learning is very important. And every time you are talking to someone, you're going to be learning something new. And this is really important in my opinion. When I'm on the street waiting for the bus or taking a train, taking a taxi, I like to talk to people, especially when they are older than me. When you're talking to the elderly, you are going to realize that they have a lot to tell you. They lived in a different period, so they have a lot of experience to share with you, and probably you are going to be a better person just by knowing what they lived, just to see that they had a different life from what we have right now. We of course know that life today is much easier and much simpler because we have everything on our hands. We have internet, we have smartphones, we have cars, we have motorcycles. All of these are really affordable. We can just get it. We need to focus, work, and we can have it. But in the past, things were really difficult to have, and when you were talking to some elderly, to see that the things weren't that easy, that you didn't have cell phones to send a message. If you wanted to tell anyone something, you would have to open the door of your house, leave it, take the horse you were supposed to walk to see then, and to have this contact. One thing that I miss in our society right now, because we are not having this time, we're not having this free time for talking to people, and it's really bad. And the last thing that is totally free and you can feel really good is helping people. So if you don't have anything to do during your evenings or in the morning, I think you should volunteer. Volunteer work is something that really helps you a lot to improve yourself as a human. Every time that I'm doing some volunteering, I feel much better to know that I'm helping people, being useful for the society, because I really believe that every time that I'm doing something to someone, I am the one who's getting better. So when we help people, in the end, we're helping ourselves. So try helping kids. You can work on shelters, you can work on the street, teaching, being a private teacher, teaching them the subject that you are good, or reading a book. There are a lot of groups that you can just read for the kid. You can play with them, you can teach them stories, and you can, just be with them, sharing love. And this is something really good and really considered and really important in my opinion. Alright, little folks, so that's everything we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Of course, we are going to shoot other podcasts like that. It's just a short version just to see that you can improve your listening. If you have any question, just write down on the comment box. If you want to talk to me, just send me a message. My Instagram is on the description too, and there I'm really accessible. I can talk to you whenever you want. Alright, thank you very much for being here. Until now, see you later. Bye bye. Thank you.